so when you got D like this. Not today, not ever.
Punch left.
That's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. You're going nowhere, son.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Spot that. Good. Bang out. Move the team.
On third down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Double tight.
All right, now, look at this. No. Check. Hurry up.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Double tight.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
3 down.
Now Garoppolo throwing in 2nd. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39.
Johnson going right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Over. Detroit. 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 Detroit!
Sponge! No!
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson
Shift.
busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
They can't stop the franchise.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
And some secondary
Check,
help
Patriot!
here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Switch!
Set! All right, now, lucky 56.
Check!
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Kill!
All right, now, lucky 56.
Check!
Hurry up, here we go.
Check out
Back
now.
99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Twist! Whip! Watch the whip!
Hold on. Leopard!
Alert 3!
Gun!
Garoppolo. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their
Tight end
heels.
right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Set! 319.
Watch twist!
Leopard! Over!
Hey, alert 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
Check 3!
Back 9. Hurry up, here we go.
Check!
Johnson down to the
Kill.
25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Reset, tight right!
Detroit! Now let's Detroit! 319!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No
Detroit!
doubt about it,
Detroit!
because when they are in sync, as we're seeing
Here we
so
go now.
far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers,
Detroit!
you're exactly right. It could be a very
Hurry up,
long
here we
night
go.
for the defense
Blue
because
90.
someone's going to run for some big
Blue 90.
yardage.
He's coming! Double up! He's coming! Double up!
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin,
Watch out,
Charles
watch out,
Davis.
watch out.
It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
4 down!
All right, here we go.
Johnson running right.
Switch!
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I'm going to hit you.
Hitting out a ton of success here so
baby.
far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Detroit!
He's checking crash.
Leopard!
59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
No, check. Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they're full with Garoppolo. And this is complete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Now let's go.
3 down, 3 down.
Gun, gun. Over. Set. Green, 39. Gun. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Watch the safety creep.
Over.
Check 50.
Detroit.
Here's Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Rhino. Woo! Yeah, baby.
Over.
Check 26.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now.
Mike 5'9".
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Check 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive.
Let's get a sack lunch.
Let's go. Green.
Switch gears.
Leopard. Set. Boom.
Back.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all.
Hurry up, here we go.
We got three, fellas.
No. Check.
Hey, watch number 33.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Hey, watch edge.
Detroit. Backside of that blue 90.
Joker. Watch the edge.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So to get the field goal, the part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically
Start out on the ground with a Giant. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Twist.
14.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right.
99.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
Tight. Move 15. Bang out.
Here's a Johnny. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third downs so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Second down and just 1.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
2 minutes to go here in the first half.
You got 3.
More
down,
from
down.
the desert after this.
Motion. 89. Watch 89.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Shift.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, you stick with it. Here's Wilson. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go. Move 15.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out, and he's going to go down again. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Tight. Green 80.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
3 down. Check.
3rd and long. It's Wilson.
Crunch.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch tight end.
Watch it now, Barney.
Tight end's right.
Watch it now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but
Check.
that's the exact right throw.
Back
Either
99
your
Philly.
receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise
Set.
with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that takes us from second to 3rd down.
Detroit!
In between here because they didn't complete
Watch it
on
now,
first and
Barney.
second
Barney,
down.
go,
Now you got to
go.
worry a little bit about the clock because
All right, here we go.
you prefer not to give them another shot
now,
here in the
lucky
first
56.
half.
Lucky
But if you
56.
don't get the first down, you're likely going to have to.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Check.
Easy.
Big edge.
Check.
Watch the twist. Watch
In
the
motion,
twist.
right Baldwin.
Check.
To a Johnny to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Who's that?
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the Bears. Now Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is they've shown a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson lets this one rip toward Graham.
Switch.
And they can't get the long connection, and the ball's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Gun! Watch you now, Barney! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Shift! The second half for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
86. He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
Detroit!
Here we go.
Green!
Stay on the ground on first for Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Man left.
Over! Set! Green!
3 down. Odd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No.
All right, now, lucky 56. Set!
Handoff, Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hurry up, here we go.
Bunch set, eyes up, bunch set.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Shot 50, shot 50. Alert, 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 alert.
Shift. Hey, zero.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
14,
ahead, peripheral. Also, getting to be before they actually open. I think that set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A Seahawk first down, Wilson to his big target, Graham. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a underneath, the safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Fourteen, front it.
Come on, switch it.
14.
Shift together here from the D-line. They run it here with a twist, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. The Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Touchdown!
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. And see if we can move it.
Go to the playmakers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
10 carry for Johnson.
Let's get it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
We got 4.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Man, I got you.
Leopard!
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it. Leopard.
First down throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield? Maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Watch out.
Blue 90.
Switch.
Garoppolo looking deep downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass? Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of see the idea that they turned the ball over previously.
All right, now look at 56.
It's almost like hopping back on the ball after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always come up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Check 50.
Leopard.
Ship.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Flare.
All right, now look at 56.
And some
No.
extras
Check
coming up on the
now.
line here, ready for the blitz.
Watch it now, Barney.
Check 26.
Eluding the pressure right.
Kill.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Undercrush.
Picked off at the 17. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
Double tight,
in
guys,
any
double
event,
tight.
great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility in his hands. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left.
You got tight right there.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Check 6 guy.
And some changes here as the D-line separates. Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Giving 30 yards there.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball this situation. They're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd and 4.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with
Hey,
nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field. Now it's a Janae. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition the regular season in order to continue to throw the ball at this rate.
Now he's flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Right, green 80.
3 down. Check 99. Check 99.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll use to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Strong right. I got
All right,
it.
back 99, Philly.
Kill.
Now let's go.
Just follows the
Watch safety creep.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Check.
Blue 90.
59.
Back 99, Philly. Detroit.
Hey.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
3 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Leopard.
Minus 59.
They'll try to run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kept
Super toe.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Tight. 390.
Hey.
Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Double tight. Hey.
Let's go.
Got three. Three down.
Alert. Tight. Check three.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Tight.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alert.
Tight. 390.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week.